A free workshop taking place in Kilrush this week, on Thursday to be precise, aims to encourage greater understanding of gender identity, sexual orientation and inclusion within our communities. Hosted by GOSHH, the session will provide an accessible introduction to LGBTI plus identities, explore the importance of inclusive language and pronouns, and offer practical advice on how people can be supportive allies. To tell us more about the event and the work of GOSHH, we're joined now by their outreach worker, Bernie O'Gorman, who's joins us on the line. Bernie, a very good morning to you.
Morning, Alan. How are you?
Very well. Thanks very much for being with us. So can you tell us a bit more about the decision to host a gender and orientation workshop in Kilrush on Thursday from 7 p.m?
Yeah, well, it's GOSHH and the Women's Collective of Ireland, the Clare branch, are collaborating on this on Thursday. So if I tell you just quickly, the Women's Collective are based in Ennis. They have a small team, Martina, Cecilia and Tanya, who are punching way above their weight with the amount of stuff that they're organising. And there's like 17 branches around the country, but Clare obviously is the best one. And then GOSHH, where I work, is gender, orientation, sexual health and HIV. We're based in Limerick, but we're pushing out services as best we can in Clare. So the reason that we're holding this event on Thursday night is to give people more information and knowledge around gender and orientation and what the letters of the LGBTQIA plus mean. So it's really suitable for any allies who want to learn a little bit more. You don't really need to have any knowledge around LGBT matters. And hopefully it's a comfortable, safe space where people can come and ask whatever questions they want answered, and just hopefully get a bit more information on gender and orientation. Okay,
and I know one of the workshop's aims is to help people become supportive allies, but what does being an ally look like in practice, Bernie?
It would be the same. Being an ally is the same for any minority group, really. It's having knowledge about the needs of the group, what discrimination and challenges the group faces, and how to make people feel safer in the general community. And it's really just about being kind and being accepting. And it would apply to any minority group, being an ally, and that's. Yeah, it's about having more knowledge to protect people.
And the workshop's open to different demographics, parents, families and young people. Why is it important to include all generations in these conversations?
Well, in Ireland, we have a very checkered history around LGBT rights. And, you know, on paper, we look really good on an international level. Younger people seem to be having a better time coming out and being comfortable in the community, being comfortable with their peers. But older people, including myself, because I'm kind of well over 50 now, had a different experience growing up, as you remember. So it's important for young people to realise that there are older LGBT people in the community, even though we're not as visible. And it's probably good for older people to see younger people having a better opportunity to live their most authentic lives, because that's what we've fought for all along, to see that.
The workshop, Bernie, will also discuss and highlight the concept of coming out and what are some of the challenges individuals may face during that process. And I guess, you know, turning back to what you were just saying there, maybe that experience of coming out was very different, you know, back in, be it the 60s, 70s, 80s, and even post 1993 for some time.
Yeah, absolutely. Because just because the legislation changed, it doesn't mean that attitudes and, you know, society changed. And that still seems to be the biggest obstacle to people coming out. People can come out in their own time, in their own spaces, in whatever way they feel is best for them. There's no rule about coming out. But I think the thing that we need to know is to support people when they are ready to come out. But society's attitudes still, and society's attitudes by osmosis. So even young people who grow up in sound, welcoming, open homes still might have a struggle with coming out because they're not sure how the wider population will react.
Have you noticed changes in awareness and understanding of LGBTI plus issues in communities across the region in recent years? And I guess by changes, I mean more positive changes.
Yeah, I think generally things are more positive. I'm working in the community between Limerick, North Tip and Clare, and I do definitely see positive changes. So part of my role as an outreach worker is that I offer personal support to individuals around gender and orientation and family members. So often I would give personal support to parents who have LGBT children. We'd also roll out education workshops in schools, workplaces, and like this one to the general public as well. And we can see, certainly in the past year, I've seen much more of an interest, an active interest of allies getting involved and trying to educate themselves as best they can. And I think belong to another national LGBT organisation run Stand Up Week, which is, I think it's in November, and that's when we go out to schools and give specific gender and orientation workshops to children and young people in schools. So there's definitely a more positive, I think, a more positive experience for people, especially for younger people coming out. But there's still a few pockets, and especially in rural areas where people can be quite isolated, that we have to keep chipping away as hard as we can in those areas.
Okay, well, look, hopefully there's a great turnout on Thursday for people who want to get involved. It's happening from 7 p.m. Where in Kilrush will it be taking place, Bernie, and how can people sign up or register?
We'll be in the Family Resource Centre in Kilrush. We'll be there from about 6:30. And if people check out the Women's Collective Ireland for the socials and GOSHH socials, that's GOSHH, there'll be more information there. And can I just say, Alan, while I'm here, that GOSHH are rolling out more services in Kilrush and Ennistimon over the next 6 months, with the intention of having a much more regular presence in North and West Clare, and people can avail of the services of personal support. We have 2 social groups, a 50s plus LGBT group and a migrant LGBT gathering that alternate between Ennis and Limerick, and all of that information is available on GOSHH socials. But the information for the Women's Collective will be on their socials, but we'll be there from 6:30 in the Family Resource Centre. And thank you very much to the Family Resource Centre for hosting the event.
No problem. Hope it goes very well.
And everybody is welcome, Alan. So we might see you there even.
Hopefully get a good turnout for it. Bernie, thanks so much for chatting about that with us.
No worries. Thanks a million.
Thank you. That's Bernie O'Gorman, facilitator and of this free workshop and outreach worker with GOSHH, joining us on Morning Focus.